Before we jump right into today's episode, I wanted to talk to you guys about Dumb-Dumbs and Dragons. It's a podcast I recently discovered that has trained Second City improvisers making up the core cast. Now, if you don't know what Second City is, go Google it and then look at the staggering amount of famous comedians and actors that have come from that, and you kind of get a sense of what the style is. It's got professional grade storytelling with an award-winning game designer and a playwright, and the first season is basically most of the cast learning how to play Dungeons & Dragons. They obviously already have a background in improvisation, so they're just picking up roles and stuff, but you can really feel that room full of friends interacting vibe. It's really fun to listen to. The first season is all about the minds of Phandelver, but for the next 4 seasons onward, it's a homebrew world that they're creating and exploring the entire time. I actually got to listen to their first episode, and I really enjoyed that everybody in the same room vibe. You could tell that they're very familiar with each other, but kind of learning the rules. So you get my character's going to do this, but there's kind of a question mark in there, like, my character's going to do this? And once they realize they're not going to be punished for that, people just keep jumping in and in. It's really fun to listen to and super beginner friendly. Honestly, that's just from a DM's perspective. I'm focusing on how the game is run. You might get something completely different, though. So give it a shot. Dumb-Dumbs and Dragons. It comes out every Monday. It's wherever you get your podcasts, and tell them we sent you. There's a ton to binge listen to, and if you enjoy it, please let me know what you thought of it. That's Dumb-Dumbs and Dragons every Monday. Brand new episode. Go check them out. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Of course, ad-free versions of this episode and all our episodes are available on our Patreon for just $1 a month. That kind of thing means the world, and it helps us keep the lights on. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Do all that good algorithm stuff. And without further ado, let's get on with today's episode. Let's do that thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master. Going around the table, starting with Ryan G.
Sup, everyone? My name's Ryan. I play Kriv, the Dragonborn, not shaman paladin.
And Ryan H.
Hello, everyone. My name's Ryan, and I'm playing Omo, your big hammer welding dragonborn friend.
And Xavier.
I'm Xavier, and I play Zozo, the Dark Lord, Dragonborn.
I just, it's like the Dark Lord. That's canon now. That's just.
Sure. It always was. I just never said it.
And last and certainly not least, Mandy.
Hi guys, this is Mandy and I play Clover, the Licky Lucky Dragonborn. Mm-hmm.
Send your fan art to dandrpodcast@gmail.com.
No.
That's dandrpodcast@gmail.com.
I accept.
One day
We'll
it'll
forward
work.
all of them to Mandy.
I accept.
You say that now.
Yeah.
I will shoulder the responsibility.
Guys, we left off in Uman Yiro, and more specifically, you guys were wrapping up in the tiny, dingy office of one Willis Papsworthy, and you have been given, more specifically, Zozo has been given a tool that will help track down the fulcrum, the channeling point of the spell that has taken control of Aruthamar. And you're probably going to have to end up doing some walking to get to this, or cart riding, sailing. I don't know, however you guys decide to get where you're going, but it ain't here. You know that much. Let's kick things off with a simple question. What do you guys want to do here? Is there business you have left in Uman Yiro? Do you want to explore more? Do you do you want to hit the road and leave the safety of the city?
Well,
There's stuff to look at.
there is stuff to look at, and if I remember correctly, while the others were conducting business, Clover mentioned wanting to bite to eat. And Omo probably knows a place in town that he might have traveled to.
Yeah.
There is a food court on the third floor. There's a food court. What the hell was I trying to say? Food court on the third floor. What kind of food? Let's start there. Let's
Ooh, whatever looks the most weird. Clover's like, I don't know what that is, but I want to eat that.
See, this is going to be that point in the mall where you say that, excuse me, you say that, and then I just walk another direction.
Oh, no.
Because you're like, okay, you can go have whatever that is. I'm looking for something else.
So not an adventurous eater then is Kriv.
No.
Gotta find the chain restaurant
Yeah.
that's in the court.
There's always the place that has the potato, steak and potato in every one of them,
Yep.
even in Uman Yiro.
He's got to find the McDowell's or something.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
You know what then? Let's have some fun here. Mandy, on a scale of 1 to 10, let's see how weird we can get.
Okay.
Let's see what might be open today and what the specials are.
All right. 1 to 10. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Aww.
Three's pretty tame, honestly.
That's lame.
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
Okay. There's a tiny little stall. A lot of these places, when I say food cart, there's this, like the third floor is mostly eateries, and it's kind of littered around. There's kind of a big open plaza, but there's also like little alleys kind of tucked away, up and down, because there's tons of travelers, and a lot of them love to kind of settle down in a place like this that has a built-in customer base, right? And it's a safe city. There's very little in the way of crime and stuff. So it's a nice little place to sort of muscle in if you have like a specialty, something you can pitch, right? And there is a tiny little stall, and it doesn't really have a lot of flash. It actually takes you a couple of seconds to realize that this place is selling food because there's just like a little almost in magic marker, it looks like. And it just says rumpus. And that conjures no image. Like, not for anything, but you see that this little guy back there, looks like a little halfling, with just the worst facial hair you've ever seen. They kind of have this handlebar mustache that wraps back around almost like a Lemmy, but instead of it going up above the ears, it goes below and then just widens into like these awful mutton chops. It looks like he just kind of shaved a couple of spots and gave up. It's just terrible.
He's got his own little turtleneck going on.
Yeah, like I think he's trying to start a thing, and it's I don't know. It's not taken on yet. So, but apparently, this person is either making a food called rumpus, or the stall is called rumpus. But either way, rumpus. And there's kind of a smell that catches you. You've never smelled this before. It's kind of like oh man, it's like if pork cracklins had sex with a fish bowl.
That's the rumpus.
No part of that sentence was great.
No, it wasn't. But it's unique, and that is what we're looking for.
Nice.
There's a reason why I walked away.
Yeah, I think Clover will have been looking around. She's like, "Ooh, all this looks good," and then just see the sign, and for some reason, it's just like, "Yes, this is my people," and just gonna walk up, be like, "Hi, I want, please."
I want. Just I want.
First customer ever.
Maybe, yeah. Ah, my young pink lady. You wish to sample the rumpus?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I like the name, so yes, I would like, please, and just hand out, like, put in hand, I put in mouth, kind of thing.
Ah, the rumpus is whatever your heart desires. Give me your hand, my lovely.
And of course,
and he's kind of like he's kind of doing the Prince Purple Rain, like give me the yeah. And he's going to like wave his hands, and a small, like this little tiny black dot is going to appear with this light blue circle around it. And it's going to stretch. There is a literal hole opening in front of you. Now, plunge your hands inward, and whatever comes out will be the rumpus base.
And she will do that, no questions asked. Immediately.
Instantly, something is going to... It feels like you're dipping your hands in, like cold sweet and sour sauce. It's definitely liquid, but just a little congealed. You know what I mean? Like, dipping your hands in there, and something with suction cups is definitely going to wrap around your wrist, but lightly. And if you take your hands out, there is this... It's definitely a tentacle of some sort, right? But as you take it out, it's going to start to sprout baby shrimp all over it. And this gentleman's going to take just like kind of like start to unwrap it from your arm, just like these little suction cups are going to let go of you. And then he is going to dip it in this batter, right? And he is going to deep fry this thing. And as it's frying, the little tentacles are going to start waving, and each one of these shrimp are going to pop off. But when I say pop off, I mean like popcorn. They're going to, boom, you got popcorn shrimp, basically. And he's going to serve it up in 2 different bowls here. The tentacle itself kind of has this codfish texture to it, right? It's a little bit springy, but definitely tender when you get in there. The popcorn shrimp are basically just popcorn shrimp, but each one of them is going to have a different spice level to them depending on their maturity. So it kind of has this very rich, like vaguely spicy, and then like every once in a while you'll kind of get this very fishy blast, but only every once in a while. It's a very eclectic smell.
I was trying to find my mute button. That was amazing. And Clover, through the whole process, is grinning. And when the tentacles come on, she's like, I didn't like that, but that was interesting and fun. But then she'll eat it and she'll be like, oh, cousin, this is actually okay. Eat it.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Can I just devil a piece right from the... Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
He'll pop a piece in his mouth and he'll chew it. Then he'll kind of keep chewing it. And then he'll thoughtfully chew it. And then he'll kind of grimace and chew it. And then it'll look like he has an epiphany and he'll look kind of happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Can I get a D10 from you, Ryan?
Yeah.
Let's see how spicy that one was. Just
This guy's definitely like the most evil NPC of all of Uman Yiro, right? He's the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It's a 9 on the spiceometer.
I am a red dragonborn, so...
Yeah, no. I mean, you're not gonna be a bitch about it, but like, you know, like
it's a lot.
It definitely comes in waves. I think it's like, whoo, yeah, all right, okay.
Wait, sorry. You were saying to Clover that the base might be different depending on what happens. Is it always a tentacle or is it different?
Oh, it could be any number of things. Would you like to sample the rump?
Cousin, do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yep. Yes, pretty, please. Give, please.
Give me your hand.
Oh, okay, yeah, here.
And he's gonna take your hand, almost like he's gonna do a palm reading, like kind of like stroking. He's like, "Oh, you have very rough hands. You must work with these."
I do everything with them. Yeah.
Let's see what rumpus base you will get.
What?
And he does the same thing. Like he's gonna open this little dimensional hole, right? Now, plunge your hands into my hole.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
The description of all of this is just nope.
Yeah. You know, sometimes sometimes you see the low road, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, I just like to roll downhill for a
Yeah,
while.
no,
You know, like it's
absolutely.
just easier.
But I'm just saying, like this guy should be shut down. Just
Hey, no, it's fine. It's fine. Olmo gently yet firmly plunges his hands into the hole.
Feels to me like this guy's been 10 years in the making, and now it's finally his time to shine. Finally get to go to the food court in Uman Yiro after all these years. And we rolled Rumpus. Yes.
Oh,
Finally.
Rumpus, finally.
Finally,
Oh
Rumpus.
man. So on the other side, on the other side of this, your hands are going to get very like warm, right?
Mhm.
And it's going to be like you're shoving them into like a warm pocket almost. And then the tips of your fingers are going to get like ice cold, right? And you're gonna like you're gonna pull those hands back, right?
Mhm.
And most of your hands are absolutely coated in this light blue like goo, almost like a wet paint, like absolutely covering your hands. And then the tips of your fingers, there's going to be a bunch of these little like lizards chomping down on your fingers. But their teeth are so small that it really isn't doing anything to your hands. But these little six-legged, basically you have wavy lizard witch fingers, basically.
He would absolutely, if he had a moment, to absolutely do that for a moment with them. Hey, cousin, look.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Because the tail is like twice as long as these like lizard bodies are.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like the tails themselves. And he's going to go, ooh, a rarity. I know just what to make with these. Hand me your hand.
Oh, here you go.
And he's going to pop the tails off of each one of these and then very gently kind of pinch the mouths so that they open up off your fingers. And instead of deep frying these, there's like a pizza oven behind him. And he's going to arrange this in such a way that the lizard bodies are all kind of stacked up, almost like Lincoln logs, right? And then the tails are surrounding them and pointing inward, almost like some sort of weird lizard tail Stonehenge. Like he's made this little display piece with it. And then he's like, can I see your hands one more time?
Oh, yeah, here.
And he's going to take a pastry brush and just kind of like gather up this blue goop. And he's like, I suggest you start with the tails. You no believe.
Yeah.
And he's going to like take one of these tails and then like gently dip it and then like offer to feed you one, like just like on the tip of your tongue. Go.
Oh, okay. Hey, you want to know something weird, cousin?
Huh?
I don't know what it tastes like yet, but did you know that you always know what something is going to feel like on your tongue before you actually put your tongue on it? I already know what this is going to be like. Let me tell you. Nope, I was wrong. This one is not like that. But, okay, no, I'm nom.
So the base taste of these things, the essence, is like a sweet honey barbecue chicken sauce. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a very, it's got a little mesquite in there. It's robust. But to get to that, there's a 30-second coating on the outside that is like a lemon atomic warhead. like just the most 90s candy. If you've ever had an atomic warhead, it was basically like a playground candy where you'd put it in your mouth. And the outer coating was this powder that was violently sour. Like it was like, basically when you were a kid, it was like trying to, like ride a bull. It's like, oh, it's 30 seconds. And then, and then like you get past and it's like, oh, that's pretty tasty. But like these things were kind of disgusting. And that's kind of what you got to sit through. You kind of got to let just kind of like, and then just when you think that is all there is, it's like, ooh, this robust, roomy, kind of a squishy honey barbecue flavor kind of coats your mouth.
He will grab a couple more and shove them in his mouth in a manner that the gentleman who is running the rumpus might find distasteful. But and he'll grab another one and he'll offer it over to Clover.
And Clover will be like, oh, yes, and just like make Omo feed her, and then she'll dance around in pain from the sour, and then ooh, and then you're like, is there more? Just like, yeah, this is fun. Squeal, squeal, happy.
You said there was one for each finger, so there's a lot of tails. He'll look around to see if any of the others are nearby. Kriv is gone. We know this. Is Zozo watching all of it? What is it?
No, Zozo's doing business in town too. He's actually meeting up with Kriv.
Where's Serena? I want Serena to do this.
I don't know who she'd go with. Like, I feel like here's the thing. I feel like Serena's really interested in the business side of like, her dad's company and getting it, but there's also kind of an adventurous, like, ooh, I've never done this before, and I don't believe she's had the rumpus. So like she'd probably, as you guys are dividing up, like she'd probably hang out with she'd probably hang out with you guys.
And yes, Clover is like, Serena, and just gonna grab her by the hands and be like, come, you have to put your hands in the hole. It's so fun. It feels like bad touch at first, but it's delicious. And then hand in hole.
Oh, that's okay. First of all, consent is key. Let's allow her to say yes before we just do that. Like,
puppy eyes.
So if she were to take a turn, probably a little uneasy about it, right? Like, just it's like, well, I guess, like, this is kind of weird. Like, how does this person have access to this kind of thing? Like, what, But anyway, it's like, okay, it's just for fun, right? It's like going to hibachi, right? Like it's like, oh, here's the onion volcano. Like, they're just doing stuff.
I don't think that's an accurate comparison there.
I do. I think it's same witchcraft, like same same magic involved. Like they just have a better PR team. They just call it something cooler. You're telling me no one at the bocce has ever asked you to reach into a dark hole?
No,
what
they haven't.
are you going to?
Yeah. I mean, and no one's opening up a dimensional rift just to go get some random weird freaky
it's
fruit.
It's the same thing when they flip the little shrimp in their pocket. It's the exact same thing.
Whoa.
I'm with Jason.
I can't do it, so it's obviously evil. Like
it's magic.
It's the same thing with construction and horse riding. Those two things are equally evil.
No, that's true.
So she's going to she's going to reach in here and it's like, oh, I have something. I think I like, and she's going to pull it out, and there's this little it kind of resembles like a crocodile with no tail, but it's only about the size of a loaf of bread. And she's going to extract it butt first. And as the head comes out, it is just going to be belching fire into the air. And very calmly, Mr. Rumpus is going to take his tenderizing hammer and pound it in the skull of this creature over and over again until it stops moving. I think you should leave now. Like, that was very nice, but, we could, fire hazard, eh? And he's just going to kind of like shove you away, just like, okay, go.
Oh, yeah,
go.
I guess that is against fire code 724. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rumpus, bye! And I'm munching on food as we leave. Do we have to pay? Hey, no need to pay.
He doesn't even ask you for money, is the thing. And as you guys are walking away, he's taking down the sign and he's packing everything up to leave. Like, this may not even be a restaurant. It may not.
That guy just showed up.
He just wanted to, like, he's just dicking around. Like, that's...
I'm sorry you didn't get to eat,
said...
Serena. Here's a shrimp. Just like pops it in her mouth.
Oh.
And here's a tail for when you're done.
She could probably handle spicy food pretty well. You said Zozo's handling business.
Yeah, well, he's just going around to prep for the trip. So he'll just go get like trail rations and just make sure. I don't think they sell weapons here in Uman Yiro, but like any gear you need or like just get ready. And he'd probably catch up to Kriv and just tell him like, yeah, okay, let's let them have a good meal, I guess. Probably will be like their last good one. I don't think they'll make it, to the end of the journey. So let them have it. And then you and I can finish the mission. And he kind of like flashes the Arugmar compass in and out. Like,
so playing with it back and forth.
Yeah, he's like, we got what we came for here. Like,
so when you pop it out, like each time, it gets a little more detailed. Like it's connecting with you. So it's this weird subconscious erotic desire, it seems like. So like when you pull it out, like it's a full size, like, ooh, so come and get me, like big
your sound.
Yeah, like like it's very Jessica Rabbit but a dragon. Like it's very scaly. Like
weird that the mage would make it look like that. Huh. Okay.
All right. Well, I have a lot of questions about that. A few questions about something else. But first, your comment about the rest of them. I don't know if you know this or not, but you're the acting leader. So it's your responsibility to get them home.
I guess you're right. Well, that'll slow us down, but yeah, I'm up for the challenge.
Okay.
I'll do it. But Clover stays with Roger. Maybe Roger can, protect her a bit.
Yeah, I can agree with that. That may be a good idea. Moving on, with your perverted glowy thing, compass,
Sure, let's call it that.
Can you tell how far we are away?
Can I, Jason?
I mean, you'd have to produce it again. Yeah, you kept blinking it in and out.
Like where?
Well, now he's getting like a little self-conscious about it. Now
we're just in the middle of the food court, just showing hentai,
just
wah.
Yeah, I mean, he's walking around with his goddamn like horny manga shirt. And he's like, oh, it's other people don't think it's a funny meme. Oh, I guess I am just horny.
So where Crib's gonna try to like guide the search as we're staring at this hentai compass is basically like, how far away is this? How much of a journey should we be preparing for? And what direction? Is it gonna be a sea voyage? Is it gonna be on land? Because one of the big things that is going through Kriv's head is like, we're gonna spend a week and we're gonna get to a shore. And then it's gonna be like, out in the ocean somewhere, we just go this way. And then we have to go back to town, acquire a boat, and then get back on the track.
Just having flashbacks.
Yeah.
So if you produce this thing, right? It's just kind of like a like you're looking over your shoulder. It's like, okay, let's get okay.
Check this out, bro. Look at my phone, bro.
So this thing is growing steadily more attached to Zozo. And thus, it's going to be able to communicate more and more information to Zozo over time. But it's also going to get more and more infatuated with Zozo over time. And that could be for a number of reasons. And we don't have to unpack all of it, but so just picture Black Dragon in a tube top, right? And just kind of like sensuously pointing. And right now it's pointing south.
Okay.
And like she'll speak after a couple seconds. You're gonna have to walk real far with your big scaly feet, Zozo.
Yeah, I can't believe you'd make that. This is...
Is this so Kriv, he's looking at the compass, hears this and sees this, and kind of looks up at Zozo, looks back to the compass, looks back up at Zozo. Is this what you see in your head? Because that's not what she looks like.
Look, man, I've been on the road by myself for a long time. I've, embellished stories I've heard.
Okay.
I may have written a fan story or two in my travel log.
Okay.
But, in essence, it's artistically it represents most of Eruthamar. Anyway, she points that direction and it's going to be a long walk.
Okay.
He looks at his feet.
Well, before we go, you should probably go visit a special establishment to deal with your feelings as you're a growing boy, and then maybe then we get on the road.
There's no time, Kriv. My feelings, I'm very good at pushing down those feelings. Way down, and just letting the anger out keeps me strong.
She's going to speak up again. You may want to purchase some gear to climb these big mountains you need to get up. I hope you reach the peak soon. And she's going to do like a little shoulder shimmy.
Holy shit. Yeah. I guess I was about to go get climbing gear. Thanks. Thanks, love.
I will go acquire the climbing gear. You find the nearest whorehouse. I'll give you 10 minutes. I'm sure that's all that you'll need with all those pent-up feelings. And we'll meet back here.
Sure, Kriv. You got a real good read on me. All right? Yeah, go get some climbing gear. I'll just be around.
All right. Then you just turn around and open it back up and stare at it.
Does he need lotion?
as you
No.
as
No.
as you walk away. Bye, not Zozo.
Yep, that's
I love that you referred to the compass as she earlier. Like,
yeah.
What I want to do is I want to start releasing stat blocks for items on our Patreon. And hentai compass is, well, that's just got to be in some of the first round stuff, because
I think that would be
I-
a good opportunity for some art and a T-shirt. You know,
like it is, I picture like actual, not like sexy scaly dragon, like actual dragon, but with lipstick on the end of the snoot, not the like just like cartoonish. Yeah.
this is where we've become.
But boobies too, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like big scaly boobies,
big cartoonish balloons.
Yes. Big jumbly wumblies. Where do we go from here? Honestly,
I miss Rumpus.
I'm gonna get some climbing gear for us and meet back with the group.
so just to let you guys know, they do sell weaponry, but you get it at like checkout. Like when you leave the city, you can pick it up. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like can't take it on the
Okay.
plane, basically. You know?
Well, then, like, as we're doing, like, the last perusing, like, no need for a scene for that, but I like to add crossbow bolts in my inventory. Just buy a nice little quiver of crossbow bolts.
Oh yeah, dude. Like that's
Please.
Do you have a crossbow?
No.
well. Now I'm intrigued.
The
Do
plot
we-
thickens.
But
Or not really.
he's just
What
gonna
gets-
throw really hard, like just
Yeah.
At a certain point, Serena's going to like if you guys get back together, right? Serena's gonna kind of well, this has been really fun, and I wish you guys luck on your adventure, but I should probably get back home pretty soon, because you know my dad's gonna worry. And Oliver, by the way, the entire time is kind of like tapping his watch, like, let's go, let's do it, let's hit the road, that type of thing.
Thank you for everything, Serena, again. And, you know, my promise stands. Your help has been valuable. You will walk among the most powerful of this world when this is all said and done.
Well, if you guys
Check this
ever need
Just flash hentai compass.
Wait,
Nope,
what?
never mind. It changed again.
well, if you guys are ever in Brightport, please come see us, and I'm sure there's, you know, maybe we can help you with something, or there's some work, or if you just want to catch a dinner or something. It's been really awesome.
We're really gonna miss you like a lot. You were pretty great.
Yeah, and then Clover gonna do the biggest giant hug. She's probably gonna do actually wait, Serena's smaller than her, huh? She's gonna just do a big bear hug. I was like, gonna flying leap hug. It's like, wait, I weigh more than she does. So
I
just
mean,
big hug.
You might. I mean, it's not unlikely.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
you
like
to do
not like insanely. Like you're not, you know, you're not made of steel. Like it's just, you know, but you're probably a little bigger and stronger than she is, being part dragon and all.
Mhm.
But yeah, she'll give you all a great big hug. Even Zozo just kind of give, you know, just
Snuggles.
because she's kind of like, is like, does Zozo go in for hugs, or is this kind of like,
No, no, he'll like, you know, he'll close himself. He doesn't go for hugs, but like he'll nod, like, nice, thank you.
And she'll kind of like put a hand on your arm, like, there.
Kriv will go up to her, and he has a couple necklaces on, which is kind of like hand-carved little totem things that his kid carved, that he took with him as like a little memento before they hit the road. He's going to take one of those off. That's basically the head. It's 4 heads stacked on top of each other. And it's basically like the smallest kid, the oldest kid, the wife, and then Kriv's head. He's going to take one of those off and then put it in her hand. Thank you so much for the potion, for everything that you've done, helping us get this far. I never expected to lose my hearing, but you helped bring all that back.
Oh man, she's so she'll take this thing and kind of like look at it and just kind of hold it for a second. Are you sure? This is gorgeous, but I mean, it looks really personal.
It is. It's one of my more prized possessions, but I have 3 different types. You helped us out tremendously and saved us in a time of need, and I would like you to have one.
She's almost going to tear up just a little bit, because like this is like really personal. Like it's obviously,
Yeah.
Like it's not like you gave her money or something like that. This is, this is really touching. Thank you. I know I already said if there's anything we can do when you're in the city again, but seriously, I mean, I just want good things for you guys. I want to know if you succeed and if you help out your people and come here one more time. And she's gonna like she's gonna hug you and stuff.
Group hug.
Oliver's looking increasingly more like, nope, this was great, thank you, bye.
Let's go.
Like just
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Yep. And then just as we go, he's going to go shake Oliver's hand and be like, I know it was not in the plan. Thank you for your patience. Just get her home safe.
He's not like, okay, he doesn't want to be a dick to you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like it's more just like, come on, man, I got a job, and like she's not going to get in trouble. I am, like, you know what I mean? Like, so he's just very much, it's like, look, I just got to get her home safe. Yes, that's great. Quick handshake, like, good luck, guys. Again, don't take this the wrong way. I hope we never run into each other ever again. And good luck.
Fair. Kriv will walk away.
Are we leaving the city?
Unless there's any more shiny things that capture attention.
Zozo's got what he came for. He may be curious about the sentries, but that's probably more Xavier than Zozo, so he'd probably leave the sentries be.
Yeah, I'm a little tempted to see if Omo could like go check out tavern or something that the Joy, as people who are close to them sometimes call them, that might have performed at in the past. But I feel like we've kind of spent a lot of time just kind of goofing around in the city.
Well, what time of day would this be?
Oh, good call.
Well, I would say this is probably probably somewhere around dusk. So it's probably like getting kind of like orangey outside and stuff. You've been here a while, I picture.
Okay.
But okay, you mentioned the sentries, and there is one thing. Like, as you guys are, you said goodbye. You're kind of like wandering around. So there's that. When you're in the mall or like a theme park or something like that, there's that last minute kind of like wandering around. It's like, anything else? You're just kind of like looking around. It's like, do we do one more ride? Do we go to one more store? It's raining, I should go. That type of thing. The sentries are actually dragging away this young man, like maybe maybe like 15, somewhere in there. And he is definitely putting up a fight. And just kind of like get your hands up, like that type of thing. Human.
Ooh.
And they are that like there are 2 sentries with 1 in front, kind of clearing the way, and people are stepping out of the way as they come through. The other 2 sentries basically have 1 arm each, and they are just dragging this kid through. And they're dragging him straight through the main thoroughfare here, and it looks like they are dragging him down a back alleyway and like into a different wing.
Oh yeah, that piques Zozo's curiosity for sure. What are these things? I've been looking at them. Come on, let's go check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They seem interesting. Those seem pretty powerful. I want to know how they work.
Oh,
I want to know what powers make them work.
magic.
That's probably correct.
Yeah.
Smart, Homo.
Let's just keep our distance. It's getting late anyways. We're probably going to have to stay the night. So I say we just kind of relax for tonight and then head out in the morning. Is that and then like he realizes like, oh wait, I'm not the leader. And then turns to Zozo specifically like, is that okay, leader?
That's a great idea. We should retire too for the night. If there's an inn place to stay, we should spend a coin, spend something. Let's all go now. I'll meet. He opens the Aruthamar thing. He's like, I'll just be a minute. And he kind of like nods at Kriv knowingly. Yeah, I'll meet you there. And he steps away.
As you're after like you take like 3 steps back, just kind of like awkwardly walking backwards, then Kriv's just gonna go, all right, well, we got food. Let's find a place to stay. It's like to the other 2, and then starts ushering them in whatever direction that is.
Yeah, I know a great place that I've passed out like a bunch of times. Well, at least once that I remember.
Can Roger stay with us? Can we all walk together?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, okay.
So usually you need a special permit to have it needs to be like an emotional support goat or something like that.
Nah.
But
that's what he is.
I mean, he was to Kriv
so-
for a couple weeks.
right, so if it's a working goat, then that's different. But like most of the time,
He's working so hard. How dare you, Jason?
Yeah. What's the color? What's the color of the scarf we need to put around his neck for people to know?
Green.
Yes.
There we go. New quest.
Yellow means he's into water sports, and that's a different kind of. That's
Ew.
different.
Nope.
Rumpus. My new catchphrase.
Don't you taint the rumpus.
Oh.
All right, so
Well done.
You know what you
while
did.
Zozo does his thing, we're gonna go find a place to sleep and drink a little bit. Not too much.
Here we go again.
No. We'll probably get there, and then he'll go to order a drink and be like, "Water, please."
I want a juice. Just in the background.
So we're gonna obviously you guys are gonna hang out a little bit and secure a room. Let's just jump right to it because we know what's gonna happen. Zozo,
Hello.
what's Zozo doing?
He's sticking to the shadows. Since it's dusk now, I'm picturing there's like sides of buildings that are more covered in shade, stuff like that. He'll
Well-
actually do what he's naturally good at.
Remember, so Uman Yiro is weird. So Uman Yiro is an enclosed city, basically. So it almost takes the entire city's almost in one giant building, basically. So all the light, for the most part, is artificial. So like you can see out into, like, you know, there's different courtyards where there's a whole panoramic view of stuff, but for the most part, like there's lights that kind of magically like dim and brighten and stuff. But can I get a stealth roll, because they do turn down the lights as night kind of closes in.
Alrighty. Normal roll. Ooh, almost on the 20.
15's not bad. So you're gonna follow these sentries here, and this kid is still kind of like yelling and like kicking and stuff like that. They're trying to round a corner, and this kid's boot will like catch the corner here and just kind of like try to push off. And they're, you know, they are being not like real rough, but they're clearly this kid's clearly like being punished for something or something like that. And they are going to walk through a set of double doors that are for Uman Yiro personnel only, like people who actually work security or work with the guards or run the sentries or something like that. So
is this like a separate building, the set of doors, or is it like a gated wall?
It's picture it, this back alleyway is almost like a hallway, and what these doors lead to is like a back alley that's behind the main thoroughfare, right? So it's an area where like security can walk back there and not be seen, or like branch off or keep an eye on stuff without being out and about, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And inside, does it look like a building itself, or it's like it's another ward, right? You were saying it's just another section of the city.
Yeah. It's clearly like double doors marked off. It's not like a hidden like passageway or anything like that. Like it's definitely so, as like it is locked when they walk up to it, and then they're going to stand there for a second and kind of, you know, that this thing is going to open, let them through. And then there's going to be a couple of seconds, and then this thing is going to close and lock again. So totally up to you what you'd like to do.
I'm gonna go inspect that door. See if there's any, like, if there's just personnel only, or if there's any indication of like where they brought him or how it opens. I'll go stand in the same place they stood.
Okay. You are going to probably stand there for a good long while before you realize this thing is not going to open for you like it opened for them, obviously.
Yeah.
And there doesn't appear to be any like keyholes or anything like that, but there is a large gemstone in the center of the two double doors, and you're guessing that, you know, whatever's needed to get through that probably interacts with that gemstone.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do some sort of like magical lockpick, kind of like try to tamper with it. No, is that something that exists?
I mean, if there's a lock, there's a way to pick it, but it would lean on your arcana, not lock picking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So like, he's not used to that kind of channeling of magic. It's more raw power normally. But he'll try to focus in on like the finer aspects of it and see if he can kind of like connect to that thing and see if he can arcana it open.
Give me an arcana check, but like with disadvantage.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Ah, shit. So we're dropping at 16 for a 2. Yeah, so that's a 1 total. No, this thing isn't going to just magically pop open for you, sadly.
Damn it. Any way I can climb that wall to something else? Is it locked off?
It is. So it's a closed off hallway. So like the double door is open, but like there's no way to climb over it, because that would be a pretty obvious like security lapse. Like,
I guess so. I mean, fences are used in security.
They are.
Fence.
They are, but in a city where like magic's this rampant,
he'll kind of go like, all right, well, that's too bad, I guess. He'll look around behind him and kind of, maybe he'll go, if there's still some crowd before they disperse, go like, what was any of this about? Do you know this kid?
Let's see. Give me a flat D20. Let's see if you maybe get lucky. With a 5?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be, it's like, some security thing. Like, kid must have done something wrong, because they don't just cart people off like that for nothing.
Yeah, what are these things?
What, the sentries?
Are these armors or some sort of animated armors?
Yeah, I mean, they don't think or anything. They're just run by the guards for some added muscle. I mean, they're magic resistant and all that, so that it's just for enforcement. Just in case someone breaks the law, I guess. With a 5, this person's not super informed.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the trail for Zozo, I'm afraid.
For now.
Yeah, for now. All right. He'll go back to the inn. He'll try to trace back the steps, see where they ended up.
Let's say you all get a lovely night's sleep. And we're going to pick up on the 11th. And it is another beautiful day in climate-controlled Uman Yiro. It is a perfect 70 degrees. Well, are you getting on the road, or is there anything else you want to handle first?
I'm good. He'd tell Karim and everyone like, "Hey, trail got cold real fast."
Turns out, if you don't know magic in this city, it's kind of
a little
tough.
difficult.
Yeah.
Kriv, you're muted.
Oh, my bad. I'm just wondering, like, right, everything kind of gets funneled to one elevator stall type of location, right? And you have everything kind of coming and going in that one location. I'm wondering if there's any caravans or something that's going in the general direction that we're going, so we can kind of hitch a ride with them to kind of save some time. Because for us, this is still somewhat time sensitive. And if we have a choice of like, hey, we can walk 7 days to get to this point, or we can get there in 2 via cart, we'll take 2 cart.
Well, it all depends. Because this isn't really a hot spot to catch a cab, but because it's not like a hub city, right? It's not like the Atlanta of, you're out in the middle of nowhere. So like, there are definitely ships that you can catch a ride with, and there are caravans, but like you're on their time. So what we do is it would probably be, give me a D12, and that's how many days before the next caravan's ready to head out.
Oh.
Ew. Okay, well, let's just do some information gathering then, I guess.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's one coming up in like 2 days.
Okay. So then whenever he gets that information, he's going to come back to the group. All right, so this is my thought. We'll have to the decision will be up to you, and kind of like point over to Zozo. But we don't know how far we have to go. right? It seems like we have to go a long ways. Eventually, we're going to have to go up mountains. What if, hear me out, instead of doing all that walking, we wait for a wagon? And there should be one that's going to be leaving in about 2 days.
Oh, maybe Serena will be with that one.
They are heading.
I
No,
miss
they're probably
Serena.
already gone.
Like we can still see Harley, right?
Yeah.
I miss her.
Fucking Oliver's just like, just
Yeah.
like going.
Horse won't move.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like old man Criv's afraid of a brisk walk.
Okay, listen here. Maybe. But wouldn't you be more energized to fight things if you are sitting on a wagon versus walking for 7 days?
That's true, for sure. But we've been waiting and waiting for so long. I feel like that's all we've been doing. Just want to get there as fast as I can. I feel like that caravan might just be stopping at every corner in Aldmore again, and maybe we wait 4 more days for it again.
Okay. Well, I guess if nothing else, we can still hit on the road, stay on the road, go south, and if they do come and start to pass us by, then maybe see if we can catch a ride.
I mean, how much do the horses cost anyway?
More than I have.
I have 9 gold.
I mean,
Probably less because I bought some bolts.
if I remember correctly, didn't Serena give me a whole bunch of gold that I just have?
That's like a 1 coin that you can trade, I think.
Also gave him money
In
to get an
Brightport?
inn that we
Yeah.
just went, nope, we're camping.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we used that money this time, so. Well, part of it.
So
Dragonborn would kill their horses.
that's the thing.
Just sitting
So
on
there's two types of horses common. You guys need to get the bigger, like the Clydesdale type of horses, because otherwise you destroy the spines of a horse, just a regular riding horse. So let's talk about this caravan situation, because obviously there's all kinds of businesses and stuff that do dealings with Uman Yiro, and they essentially, a well-defended high-end caravan is probably going to want to charge you money, but they're also probably carrying expensive goods and stuff like that, and that's why they're so well guarded. On the lower end, though, they're probably hauling something that no one would want to steal, so they're not very well guarded. So what I need is a D10, and I think I'm going to get it from Mandy.
From me?
So the higher the total, the more sophisticated and defended and awesome and shiny and new these carts are, and the lower the opposite.
Okay. D10.
Hell, I'd be happy with old farmer Rick that's just bringing in his turnips to sell.
Yeah, me too. We'll be the guards.
Ooh.
Magic turnips.
Oh, it's
And
amazing.
holy shit. So
That's not
You,
old farmer Rick.
no.
It's his dad.
It's the CEO.
Of Rick Industries. So you got to talking to somebody in a bar, right? And it turns out they're a shield hand for some crazy big deal of a caravan heading out of Uman Yiro in a couple of days, right? And this guy got plastered. And essentially it's some experimental thing gonna leave in 2 days. and like kind of nodding off, like that kind of drunk, like that gone. You got your money? You could take you if you got money.
He's gonna kind of like slowly turn over towards Olmo. Do we have money?
Like, how much?
Turns back towards the drunk guy.
How many of you are in the thing?
4.5, but the half is a goat. But he's a good goat.
I think he rounds up to a full person. Roger's a good boy.
No, it's a half.
No, it's mean.
You'll have to earn the full boy.
Yeah.
Good boy, not full boy.
Let's say 20 gold per person, and then we call it
Per person.
even on goat. Goat is
450.
goat is free. Goat's a free goat.
Okay.
Cool.
Turns back
Free
over
boy.
to Olmo.
And Olmo will go digging through his coins. And so, did you say we did? Do you think we did spend all of the money that she gave? No, because she gave us way too much for rooms the other night.
Yeah.
And that was for like posh rooms too.
Yeah, that did not exist in Altmore.
Yeah, no. So totally you'd be able to cash it because it's like 80 gold.
Okay.
So like you'd be able to like
You go.
yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Then you can't ride on the cart with the thing. But you can ride on a cart with a goat. So you'll be on goat cart.
This so very casual. We are goat cart.
We're gonna go karting, everybody. We.
Okay. Yeah. Leans towards Zozo. What does thou say, leader?
Thou say.
What? Okay. Anyway, you know what, Kriv? I think it's a good idea you had. Although in the meantime, while we have to wait, I'm gonna go blast some things with those gauntlets I got. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I'm gonna go train, and I suggest you all do the same.
I was trying.
Especially you two. And he points at Clover and Olmo.
Olmo will look over his shoulder at the nobody behind him.
Clover's already looking, trying to find Rumpus. It's like, where do you think he went, cousin?
Oh, let's go train over where we think he might be. And
No,
Okay.
no.
oh, wait, pardon me, Mr. Caravan Guy. Where did you say the caravan was going to again?
I didn't say. I can't tell you where because it's top secret.
Okay, are you going south at least? That we're going south. I don't want to get on board if you're going north or west.
Not allowed.
Is south the down one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down. We're going down south. South down. We're going.
I love this guy.
I actually kind of want a sip of what are you drinking?
Pineapple juice.
I like juice.
Wow, that says he's just like this.
Yeah, that's just...
He took
High on
1
life.
ounce of something. It was like, all right, I gotta
Like,
retire to juice.
It either is pineapple juice or it's like a whisper of pineapple juice and all like
Tequila.
fucking like just he's out of that and now it's pineapple juice.
Delicious.
The entire time you guys are sitting here, there is this intensifying light coming from Olmo's bag. Like just it's getting brighter and brighter, but it's so gradual that you're just like, oh my god, what is that? Like but eventually it's gotta draw your attention. Even the worst the least perceptive among you are going to notice this light.
So Crib's gonna intercept real quick and be like, okay, Olmo,
Yeah.
you go that way
Okay.
and figure out what's causing the sun to be in your bag.
Wait, what?
You look at your bag and walk that way.
Oh, wow.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Uh-huh.
And then he's gonna turn back towards the drunk guard, and he doesn't know if like he's just like still drunk or if he's just like extremely hungover or like what the status is of this guy, right? He's gonna get this in writing that we can be in a cart. This is what the cost is, and he's gonna have him write his name, and then be like, okay, we got the journal. Might as well put it to use. After we get that, then head over to Olmo to figure out why the sun is in his backpack.
He'll sign and like you're good to go. Like as long as you get the money, you're good.
Awesome. So why sun backpack?
Olmo, your bag's bright as shit.
Yeah, I imagine he moves the pack to where there's nothing apparently in the sky above him, and then he just kind of like opens it real quick, and then he sees if he can direct it. If it like goes to the side of a building, does anything happen to the side of a building? And if it's just light, then he's like, okay. Then he sees like if it'll catch a stick on fire. Stop me whenever something happens, by all means.
You're gonna see it's that fucking lamp.
Oh.
And what has happened is that clearly there is a mark where it has been licked.
Mm-hmm.
And that mark is a beautiful gleaming gold, right? And slowly but surely there is a less gleaming polish spreading over the entire lamp. And if it has been doing this since it has been licked, you figure it's probably maybe 3 or 4 more days until the entire thing is as polished gold as that lick mark.
Huh. Wow, I didn't know my licking is so powerful. Should I keep licking it?
You should lick a whole bunch of things and see what happens.
Okay. And then she's going to lick the lamp in a different spot.
There is no sense of danger for you two, is there?
No.
So, as you drag your tongue over this thing,
Tastes like pennies.
It's like you threw butter in a hot pan. Like there's a sizzle to it. Like it's just kind of like it doesn't burn your tongue, but there's definitely it's like Pop Rocks. It's like
Ooh, and she's just like, Olmo, this is amazing. You need to do this.
You're gonna lick this.
Yeah, let me try. Hold on.
Rumpus.
And as Olmo is kind of dragging his tongue, same thing, right? And that like it's like pinpricks of light all over this thing now, coming from different angles, and then you're going to hear sentries yell behind you, but getting everybody's attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not yelling directly at you, but they are getting like this bar's attention, right? And they're going to tell everyone to, if they're not busy, come out into the main thoroughfare to witness a punishment.
Oh,
Zozo's coming.
Kriv's gonna go, but stand behind Zozo because Kriv thinks Zozo's gonna do something stupid.
Gonna push me to do it. Do your thing.
I just can't help but imagine, like, everyone else is starting to go outside, and we're just kind of holding this lampoon. Tongues just sticking out and pondering whether we go outside or not.
It's like, yeah, I'm just like, I kind of want to keep licking it, honestly.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty awesome.
I was like, It's like punishment? That sounds no fun. But
No.
licking with the fuzzy, fizzy fuzz?
Way more fun, yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So dumb.
Oh God. So if you come outside, like there's a crowd starting to form. And there is not a stage, but it's kind of like an elevated like walkway type of thing. And they've clearly set up for this big elaborate ceremony. And that boy that you saw is standing shirtless, with his arms stretched out, and he's kind of being tethered to these two very large poles, like, magically tethered there. So he can't move, but still like wriggling. And there's a pretty, like, an older woman standing with this large scroll, like, as people gathering in. They're making like a big spectacle of this, but yeah, people are starting to file in. After another 4 or 5 minutes, like there's a big murmur going on like through the crowd, and this older woman is going to like ring this big ass bell, and everyone's gonna kind of like hush down. As you know, recently our fair city has seen unspeakable acts done, including murder. We can no longer abide by common rule infractions that even young mages should know. And, she's going to kind of like gesture to this boy. Mr. Slattery here's a 4th year student and was caught reading quite forbidden books that he should have no business even gaining access to, let alone studying. As such, he will be subjected to 10 lashes in front of the majority of the city. And let this be a lesson to all of you who thinks of following in this young man's footsteps. And
That's it.
Shut up, Zozo. Shut up.
He read a book,
Shut up.
and you're gonna tie him up.
Shut up.
are you
beat
heckling?
a yeah. And beat a restraint,
I'm gonna punch.
helpless
I'm gonna
dude.
punch him in the ribs.
Ugh. Oh, should
Okay.
I stop?
Yes.
So I'm interested in seeing where this goes. So there is a hooded man who is he's holding what looks like a billy club, something like that. And with a flick of the wrist, this long lash made of fire is going to be conjured. And he's going to kind of like prepare it and get ready. So all this is out loud from Zozo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He kind of wants her to explain herself.
I need to know.
But Kriv intervened, so he stopped.
But I mean, he got some of that out there. Can I get a persuasion check to see like maybe you get some of the crowd going in there? I don't know. Like maybe, 18.
18.
So there's this is a pretty severe punishment, obviously. Oh God. And there's probably a few people in the audience, it's like, yeah, maybe they don't understand the full impact, or maybe they're visitors or whatever, but there's probably going to be a few people. It's like, yeah, kind of agreeing with you, not yelling or anything, but and this woman is going to kind of scan the crowd. Who said that?
It's me, Zozo.
Oh my fucking God. I'm gonna kill you when we get out of here.
So she's gonna kind of do that thing where she's looking out in the crowd, kind of shielding her eyes from the.
He'll move toward the get your hand off of me, Kriv. He'll move towards the front of the crowd.
Stupid.
May I ask on whose authority you've used to choose to speak here today?
I'm on student visa.
That's when you hold up the hentai compass and say, Arudhama!
Not yet. I don't break out the fine china for just anyone.
That's fair.
Oh, because you need. Sorry, I made a mess. I started gesturing and now I'm knocking everything over. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know you needed an authority to speak here. I'm on my own authority.
Perhaps you've noticed that while you were a guest in our city, you were not accosted or shouted at. You were actively protected and perfectly safe within our walls. How we choose to punish people who violate our laws is our business, good sir. And as a lesson,
I see you.
Oh God, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No. Zo's like, no, sorry, go. Oh yeah, I see he's got a nice toy over there. You gonna enjoy that? Whipping that boy who can't even defend himself? Let him defend himself. Make this fair.
She's getting upset. Because I think there's a few more voices of dissent now, kind of like that it's starting to get it's starting to get a little rowdy. Like she's losing the crowd. Like she's got to do more road work. She's not good with hecklers. So she's got it's like, good sir, but like that as per my last email voice, like that, you know what I mean? Like, may I ask how long you've been in our fair city?
2 days.
Well, then let me explain something to you. The books this young man was caught reading contain knowledge that he is far too young to understand and should never have been exposed to in the first place. He broke... Oh, go ahead.
I don't want to say that one more line. I don't want to interrupt you every time.
He broke in to a fellow mage's study to obtain these books. Now, knowing this, are you still defending this young man? No,
I mean,
oh, God. Damn it. I jumped in
I
now.
mean-
I interrupted you.
well, he did break in. I'll tap on the hand, tap on the fingers, maybe. But I think you're afraid he's gonna get more powerful than you, and I think that's what this all stands on. Let him learn.
Oh. We intend to teach him today, good sir. And thanks to your interruption, we're going to make it 15 lashes. And if you speak out of turn one more time, we'll apprehend you. Have we reached an understanding?
He doesn't speak. He motions, like, proceed.
They're gonna whip the shit out of this kid.
But as the dude starts
Oh no.
Nope.
winding his whip.
Kriv interjects.
How?
How?
If a word, a peep, a sound comes out of Zozo's mouth, he's going to go over and use like the butt end of his glaive. Oh, no, he doesn't have his glaive at that point. Damn it.
No.
He's going to use.
No one's got weapons.
All right, so he's going to use his fist and just roundhouse style, just punch him in the gut.
So, okay, what we
Well-
got now is the meme of the person sitting in a pew, then the sniper behind that sniper aiming at the sniper. Okay.
Yes.
So,
So he's gonna go over
as
there
this-
and punch him, and then
Oh.
like as this is happening, he's getting ready to say something again. I punch him and start dragging him off, and then if they start to give us attention,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, we need to see that we can't just say we punch him and drag him off. We got to see, one, you need to roll
Okay.
an attack with just I almost said raw dog. Jesus Christ. Just you, like no weapon, no nothing. Just you and your fist.
Okie dokies. Because like he's just looking to like knock the wind out of him real quick, get his attention.
Right. Yeah. Totally. And like, no offense, Zozo's not a big guy.
yeah.
Okay, so 18,
Yeah, that
16 if you, yeah, so that's probably gonna punch. Do me a favor, give me some damage. Give me, so like, okay, you know, one damage probably. Just you know, you're just punching
Yeah,
a friend.
I don't-
right?
I don't know if I have. Yeah, so I mean, if I'm rolling for damage, the intention isn't to like do a bunch of damage. The intention is basically like get his attention, you know, get it to where he's not, interrupt him to where he's not going to say what he's going to say. You know, take the attention
Right.
off of the situation onto you.
So guy goes back for the lash. Zozo goes to speak, gets punched in the head. What does Zozo do after getting punched?
Oh, he looks back at Kriv furiously. And if the guy's already started, like, if he hears the whip cracking behind him, like, he knows it's too late to do his thing. And he looks...
You're going to hear,
Yeah.
like, that whip snap. And there is going to be this burn mark right, like, diagonally across this kid's back. And this kid's going to scream out in pain, like, horrific pain.
You absolute coward. No wonder you don't want to go home and you want to stay here. You're afraid to face people. You've let everybody down, you son of a bitch. Arrgh.
Leave the city now. You're one to speak, you narcissistic hermit. You don't have a clan.
I imagine, like, every time Kriv speaks, there's
Yeah.
like a whiplash in the back.
Yeah.
Who are we to speak at the laws of other cities?
I don't stand for weakness.
Well, and his
I
weakness
purge
got him
weakness when I
caught.
see it. I could have saved them.
Saved him from what? His weakness? So you're going to make him weaker because he wasn't strong enough to try his fire?
I don't want to embarrass you here, so I'll be waiting outside. I'm leaving the city. When you come down, I'll show you who's weak.
Good. Go.
And he storms. He kind of like shoulder checks everybody in his way.
Just making a complete scene as you, yeah.
Yeah.
Did we just do the at 3 p.m. I'm going to kick your ass thing? Did we
Yeah.
just
Oh,
do
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
pretty much.
Okay.
He's
Meet
like, there's
me
probably
at
a
the
magic bike
tree.
rack. Yeah.
Oh, you know the one. Guys, I think that's a good time for us to stop for the night. And I think when we pick up next, we got ourselves a fight.
Right.
We haven't had ourselves a good in-party fight in a while.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. Feels good. Feels good.
I just keep imagining all that you two were doing and how that got more and more intense, and then you cut away, and then like there's just lamp licking going on.
Yeah.
In the distance.
Like, cousin, it's my turn. Oh.
In the background of the shot, you see a clear window, and but in that window is just two dragonborn holding up a lamp, licking it.
Every time there's a lash sound, it's in time with all of it.
They're
As the
so
tongue
high.
hits the lamp, then the whip sound happens.
It's like, oh, that was a spicy one, cousin.
Oh, wow. That spark was so big I almost heard it.
You two had a great time in the city.
Yeah. I was very tempted to do the thing that we talked about at Dragon Con,
Yes.
which is, but I was like, no, we already had the food thing. They said that Clover's new life goal is to get boobies.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
What?
And now there's been an example too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. So
we have the
she
hentai
might look at
girl
it
as
and be
a
like,
model.
I didn't know you could get dragons can get boobies. Omo, I've always wanted. I thought, they're so smart. They have pillows for napping time anytime they want. I want that, Omo.
Is that what those are for? They're just built right in?
Yeah, it must be
Wow.
right. What else?
No, that's just right. They just built